Hi there, this is Dianne Hanks, and I do welcome you to part 2 of this special series in the Blondes Prefer Gentlemen, this lesson on addiction. And picking up with where I left off about alcohol, it's very, very interesting to me since, of course, I never have partaken of alcohol, but to hear the heartbreak in so many women across the continents that I used to have come into my ESL classroom in my conversation class, English as a second language. I had students of all ethnicities, all ages, all classes, and this was a universal concern, was the destruction. And I was just, my heart was broken because this is such a preventable, it's such a preventable thing. The kind of heartbreak that comes from alcohol abuse. You know, it's just, it's so preventable. So this is one of the reasons why they have these 12-step programs and stuff, is because they know that, you know, succumbing to that kind of weakness to deaden your senses and seek out that drink to let you escape for a little while is just really going to just dig a deeper hole, and it's not going to let you face what the real issues are. And that's what all addictions are. They're just a temporary escape that actually compounds whatever other problems that you may feel or have or whatever. I want to move to another touchy one, which is pornography. And I've done so much study about pornography and have learned many things about it, that it really doesn't have to do with sex or beauty or women or any of those things. Just like an anorexic's issue doesn't have to do with food. A sex addict or a pornography person who is addicted doesn't have to do with sex. I got this article about the effects on a marriage and a family and the journey towards peace and healing and trying to get it out of your life is just amazing. They talk about how they think, oh, it's just, you know, it's harmless, it's not a big deal, it doesn't hurt anyone, and it's a lie. Those are 3 big lies, because it does. It helps you develop a really skewed view of what sexuality is all about, and it puts your emphasis more on physical pleasures rather than developing emotional relationships. And it says people that just try to stop become more frustrated because the behavior just keeps on returning, and that recovery is not abstinence. Recovery takes a complete lifestyle change. And if you're wondering if this is something that you struggle with, you're not alone. I mean, this is one of the most increasing addictions that is just ripping families apart, ripping relationships apart. And that's because of those things. It's just this temporary thing, and then it leaves you even feeling worse than before. I wanted to reference a little section in this book again. I know I've mentioned it, and if you do not have this book, please get it. Please get it. It is so good. My cousin recommended this, and he said he just cried through the whole thing, and he said it just really, really touched his heart when he read it, and he said it was so true. It says, "Why is pornography the most addictive thing in the universe for men? Certainly there's the fact that a man is visually wired, that pictures and images arouse men much more than they do women, but the deeper reason is because that seductive beauty reaches down inside and touches your desperate hunger for validation as a man you didn't even know you had. It touches it like nothing else most men have ever experienced. It's deeper than, you know, the physical beauty. It's like, wow, if I could have her, it just, you know, you're haunted by her. And somehow you believe that if you could find her or whatever, that you recover your own lost masculinity. This really goes into just so many so much depth and so many different aspects about the reasons for all different kinds of things, and discovering the secrets of the man's soul. It's so good. I totally recommend it. But there are tools, there are resources that can help if this is something that is an issue for you. Remember that you are not alone. It is not something that a man wants to ever talk about. He doesn't want to admit it. He lies about it, and with good reason, because it's embarrassing. It's something to be ashamed of. And so when a man is discovered, engaging in this behavior, of course he feels less than manly. Of course he doesn't feel like a gentleman doing this, and where they call a strip club like a gentleman's club, nothing could be farther from the truth. A real gentleman would never step foot inside of a place like that. But this particular issue about, he goes on to say that one of the things that's a total lie about pornography is that, he can have this kind of a woman's beauty or something in his life. Men love to have beautiful women in their life. But it's a lie, because she's not real. And real people, real women, they have emotions, they have feelings, they're tender, they cry, they laugh, they love. Why would you deny yourself that? A true enveloping of real. If you are married and this is something that you struggle with, I guarantee your wife, if she wasn't interested in loving you, she would not stick around for that long, however long you've been married or whatever. Obviously, she loves you. 85% of women who were confronted with their husband's pornography issues, 85% in one of the studies I read, said yes, they would work with their husband. They loved them. They were concerned about them. That's a lot. The other 15%, I guess, said, that is an emotional affair. At the least, I'm out of here. But, if this is something you struggle with, your wife, she'll stand by you. She loves you. But don't lie to her anymore. Face it, so she can help you. She doesn't have all the tools that, you need, but there are resources there that can help you. And I'm going to post a couple of these on this particular issue, because I want you to be your best. I want you to have that amazing life with that amazing woman in your life, where you're happy and you live this higher level of living, the kind that you've always dreamed of. Don't you deserve that? Aren't you willing to work for that? Of course it's going to be work. Anything that you do that's worthwhile is going to be work. But so what? You can do hard things. I know that you can. So, nobody's going to change you but you. Nobody. But they will help you if you would let them. So, I do thank you for joining me on this very, very important lesson today in our Blondes Prefer Gentlemen series. I do hope you found value in it.